As a teacher, I knew I was reaching all my kids, but I thought I'm missing something here. And as my eyes opened more, then I realized it's because I didn't know everything still as a teacher. And so through reading Jimmy's work and through continuing to know him across the years, my eyes and my heart opened up to what was really happening in our society. Somehow we were able to start communicating about the work that he was doing, and so I got to hear about all the work that he was doing in prisons, and I was really, really interested, and so he invited me to participate, and I invited him to come talk to my classes. And in watching him teaching and hearing him, there's so many things that he talks about that sometimes we can't really talk about in the schools, but they're really important for our kids because our kids are growing up in very different societies. They don't have the type of support that they had when we were more community-based as families. A lot of things are missing, and I like Jimmy's approach to working with adults and with kids. And I've seen what he does, and I've seen that a lot of what he does, he may or may not have a name for, but it fits what I've been looking for. So what I really want to do is look at what he does when he's teaching, look at what he communicates to his students, whether they're inmates or unwed mothers or kids at risk, and look at how it affects the kids. The inmates that we're referring to are in Oklahoma, just an hour outside of Oklahoma City in McLeod, Oklahoma. It's a maximum security prison. And the group of women that we're working with are about 40, and they range in age from about 25 to, I'd say, maybe 60. And they're in for crimes of passion or crimes of misery. There are a couple of names we give to what they've done. And as you hear their stories, you hear a lot of abuse, a lot of really tragic history in their lives that led them to where they are. I want to videotape what he does when he's teaching, and I want to go back and analyze and look at what he physically does in teaching, how he looks at the students or the inmates, what support he gives them just through his body language, and then look also at the discourse, do some discourse analysis. What does he tell? What does he communicate to the students? What is the communication back and forth? I want to interview the students, and I want to find out from them firsthand what is it that they're getting or that they see that they're getting from Jimmy's teaching.
What shaped me was a constant pursuit of wanting to attach myself to that power that moves people and changes people's lives. That's what made me. So, by virtue of that, when I was in a classroom, and the first time I read something on paper, I tasted and smelled and sensed that same power evident in words. And I was like, wow, there it is. I found a trace of it. There it is. I could trace that power back to what made people really, really good. And I could trace that power back to what made people really, really destructive. So I followed it through my work. I have them meditate just 5 to 10 minutes in the morning to say, I am accountable. I am accountable. I am accountable. They have to meditate to music, and I hand out the music to them. And I create the music. There's a web space where you can create the music and do subliminal messages, you know. So I insert subliminal messages into the music itself, so you can't really actually hear it, but you can actually hear it. If you slow it down, you can hear my voice saying, I am accountable for my actions today. But the music's so beautiful, right? And after about 2 weeks, the kids are coming in and they're like, wow, Jimmy, I feel like a renewed sense of energy. I feel refreshed. And that's it. When you begin to take accountability for your life, that's the biggest step in the classroom. And then they tell me, well, why are you doing this? Why do you do this with us? I said, do it to honor my mother who was raped and murdered. And this is she's here. she's here. And I'm just saying, hey, Mom, check this out. This is in your honor, you know? And all the girls are like, wow, this dude's either really, really stupid or he's really, really deep. And we prefer to think of him as deep. And they go with it. They have faith in me. And it's okay. And at the end of the day, they're all happy. Everyone's like, wow. And that's the key to education. It's not the whole theoretical formulaic approach that you bring to the teacher, that it's all the parents don't have any room in the classroom, that's why the kids are failing. Or the teachers are terrified of trying new methods because they just don't feel secure enough about it. On and on and on and on. You gotta make it so that the students don't even know that 3 hours has passed, and they're like, God, we gotta go already. It has to be like almost a ritual where they go to become more them, not take away less them.